Good day, viewers. This is the Tuesday topic of the week for May 23rd, 2023. In the state of Florida, the NAACP chapter has issued a travel advisory claiming that Florida is not safe for Black people and other people of color to travel to or to visit on vacation. Because, according to them, Florida is a hostile state, an unwelcoming, dangerous state for people of color. As a person of color myself, what did I decide to do? First, I wanted to see how many Black people live in the state of Florida. The percentage of Black full-time residents in Florida is around 16%. These are people who live there year-round, not out-of-state travelers. And secondly, I wanted to find out if they actually do feel unsafe in the state of Florida. And even though I'm not a full-blooded Black person, but a biracial person myself, I feel like it's okay for me to speak on this topic because I am a person of color, although I'm not a full-blooded person of color. So that is what I did. What did I find that might suggest to me that Black people who live in the state of Florida don't feel safe there or are making plans to leave the state? Nothing. I looked for something that might tell me that any people of color living in Florida don't feel safe there, and I didn't find anything whatsoever to even suggest that when I Googled it. Nothing. So now I'm asking myself, is this true? Are Black people in the state of Florida really unsafe in Florida? Or is this just a political stunt by the NAACP because they don't like Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida? Now, regardless of how you might feel about Ron DeSantis, whether you like him or not, the point of this is the NAACP telling the truth here? Is it really this bad in Florida? Now, they claim that it is because high schools and colleges in Florida are not allowed to teach about Black history or diversity. I'm not 100% sure that that's true either, because the mainstream media makes things up all the time. So when they imply that the leadership in Florida are all a bunch of racist bigots who don't want students of color to learn about their history in high schools or colleges, I have to question that too. I have to take it with a grain of salt, because you have to take everything that the mainstream media says with a grain of salt, because they've been known to lie so much about so many things, especially in recent years. If I had $1 for every mainstream media lie that I've heard during the past 4 years alone, I think I could retire tomorrow. So, since I was unable to find any real-world evidence of this, I'm just going to think that no, Ron DeSantis isn't some sort of white supremacist Nazi who hates black people. That's what they're trying to claim, but see no real world evidence to support this. Just like I've seen no real world evidence to support all the claims made by organizations like the Human Rights Campaign, who claim that LGBTQ people aren't safe in Florida either. Because nobody is actively seeking to physically harm these people, and nobody is making that claim either. What I am seeing, though, is a small minority of members of the LGBTQ community getting angry because they can't get everything that they want handed to them on a silver platter. And I'm not seeing the same behavior coming out of people of color in Florida. But what I am seeing is the NAACP claiming to speak for every single one of them. So, based on what I've found so far, I will conclude that this is nothing more than the NAACP waging a war with Ron DeSantis and trying to get their name in the news and score themselves some woke virtue signaling points. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.